Hey y'all, it's Cam again. So this is a document that's got several correspondence between Jeffrey Epstein's attorneys as well as the prosecutors in the case to pretty much just discredit the young victims because of stuff that they posted on MySpace. So anyway, I don't know if the kid is just a misguided youth, you know how it is, and just got caught up in just met this creepy guy, obviously. But anyway, I'm not judging the kid because I don't know. I mean, either way, an adult should not be messing around with teenagers. So it doesn't really matter what she's doing online. And for an attorney to go and search in her social media, I mean, she's a kid. Just leave her alone. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. But anyway, the whole Jeffrey Epstein saga is just kind of gross and disgusting. And anyway, but what I don't want it to die, so that's why I keep posting my videos. Hopefully, you're getting value out of these because I'm just digging, just continually digging because I want information just like everybody else. But anyway, let's go on. So it says the law office of Guy Fronston, 515 North Flagler Drive, Suite 300, Pavilion, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33401. And there's their phone numbers. It says sent via facsimile transmission, January 13th, 2006. Lana Balalovic, ASA, Office of the State Attorney, 401 North Dixie Highway, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33401. Jeffrey Epstein, Dear Lana, please allow this letter to serve as formal notice that I represent Mr. Jeffrey Epstein in regard to the investigation your office is conducting. Mr. Epstein, additionally, Alan Dershowitz, Esquire. You know, this one's actually been from, they've already uploaded this one. So let me see if there's any goodies. Let's see. Okay, so I haven't seen this one. Salnick and Fuchs. I don't know how you say that. I don't want to say the other way. But board certified criminal trial lawyer, excuse me, lawyer, sorry. Member of Colorado District of Columbia and New York bars, Jennifer L. Shan, certified legal assistant. One Clear Lake Center, 250 South Australian Avenue, Suite 1203, blah, blah, blah. So, memorandum, date January 11th, 2006. Michael Solnick, or from Michael Solnick, to Dahlia Weiss, regarding our client Janus Banasiak. I think he worked for Jeffrey Epstein at the house, I think in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen so many different names, so whatever. I may be wrong about the house, but it's one of them. It says one more thing. Can my client pick up his computer and related equipment before our meeting on Tuesday? Please advise and thank you. With kindest regards, Michael Solnick. Let's see. Is this This shall confirm the rescheduling of the meeting with my client until Tuesday, January 17th, 2006 at 11 a.m. at your office. In one of our conversations earlier this morning, you indicated that you would be inclined to issue him a subpoena. Please ask that you fax a copy of that subpoena to my office prior to our meeting. And thank you for your attention to this matter. With kindest regards, Michael Solnick. Let's see. So this guy P. Fronston, time sensitive material, please deliver immediately. Fax cover sheet, Leonard Balalovic, ASA, Jeff Epstein, January 2006, copy Fronston, Esquire, number of pages, including cover sheets is 2. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. Let's see. Well, okay. So regarding Jeff Epstein, third party attorney fee payment. Ms. Balalovic, as you know, I represent Mr. Jeff Epstein, Mr. Epstein's house manager, Janusz Banasiak, I think that's how you say, was asked to speak with your office regarding the matter that I represent Mr. Epstein on in anticipation of Mr. Banasiak's meeting with your office, he decided to retain legal counsel. Yesterday, he met with and retained attorney Michael Solnick, who will be attending Mr. Bonasiak's statement in your office today at 1:30 p.m. Since your questioning of Mr. Bonasiak concerns information that he may have that arises out of his employment with Mr. Epstein, Mr. Epstein will be paying Mr. Bonasiak's attorney fees. I felt it important to notify you of this third-party attorney fee payment structure and confirm that you have no objection. Mr. Epstein would like to wire the payment for Mr. Solnick's representation to Mr. Solnick as soon as possible. Therefore, I would appreciate you getting back to me today on this issue. Guy P. Fronston, Esquire. Okay, let's see what else we got. I think this is pretty much the same thing. Some of these documents are just repeated, but I guess they wanted to make sure they got in there. So, okay. So, in the Circuit Court of the 15th Judicial Circuit in and for Palm Beach County, Florida, State of Florida versus Jeffrey Epstein, notice of deposition to Lana Balalovic, Esquire, Office of the State Attorney, 401 North Dixie Highway, West Palm Beach, Florida, received by the court or county courts March 26, 2008. Please take notice of pursuant to the Florida Rules of Criminal Procedure that on April 2nd, 2008, beginning at the hour of 1:30 p.m., the Palm Beach County Courthouse, 4th floor, 205 North Dixie Highway, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33401, before Consul and associates who is authorized by law to take depositions in the state of Florida, the plaintiffs will, upon oral examination, take the deposition of the following named via telephone, to wit, so Haley Robeson, Courtney Wild, basically these two are redacted. Such oral examination will continue from day to day until completed. You are hereby notified to phone in and take part in said examination as you may be advised and shall be fit and proper. The deposition is being taken for the purposes of discovery for use as primary evidence or for such other purposes as are permitted under the applicable states or rules of court or statutes or rules of court, hereby certify that a copy of the foregoing notice of taking deposition has been furnished to the above named addressee and Michael R. Tyne, whatever, Esquire, 3059 Grand Avenue, Suite 340, Coconut Grove, Florida, 33133, by via fax and email this 25th day of March 2008. Atterbury Goldberger and Weiss, PA, 250 Australian Avenue South, Suite 1400, West Palm Beach, Florida. There's their phone numbers. Jack A. Goldberg, Esquire, Florida bar number. Let's see. I'm just going to see if there's anything else. That's the same. Okay, so here's Courtney Wild and then Brittany Beal. Let's see if we've got anything else in here. Okay, so there's an envelope. Okay. Let's see if we've got any different names. Okay. This is basically the same. Courtney Wild, Brittany Beal. Okay, Haley Robeson, Courtney Wild. Okay. So some of this, like I said, it's just overdone. Okay. So state of Florida versus Jeffrey Epstein, Lana Balalovic. So please take note that pursuant to the Florida Rules of Criminal Procedure, that on February 6, 2008 hearing at the hour of 9:30 a.m. at the Palm Beach County Courthouse, 4th floor, West Palm Beach, before Consul and Associates, who is authorized by law to take depositions in the state of Florida. The plaintiffs will, upon oral examination, take the deposition of the following name via telephone, to wit, 9:30 a.m., whoever this name is. Such oral examination will continue from day to day until completed. You're hereby notified to phone in and take part in said examination as you may be advised and shall be fit and proper. This deposition is being taken for the purposes of discovery, for use as primary evidence, or for such other purposes as are permitted under the applicable statutes or rules of court. I hereby certify that a copy of the foregoing notice of taking deposition has been furnished to the above named addressees by mail this 29th day of January 2008. Atterbury Goldberger and Weiss, PA, 250 Australian Avenue, South, West Palm Beach, Florida. Jack Goldberger, Esquire. Let's see. So okay, somebody else's name was redacted here. Yeah. More from Jack Goldberger. So it's just basically sending out all these subpoenas. So at 2 p.m., this person is being talked to. Just wonder who that is. I mean, I don't want to expose the victims or anything, but some of them have been on like Netflix documentaries and everything else. So some of it's like they're already like out there. You've seen their face. Okay, another envelope. What's this one? So Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. So Jane Doe, by and through Jane Doe's mother is something, parent and natural guardian. Plaintiff versus Jeffrey Epstein, Haley Robeson, and Sarah Kalin. Defendants. Plaintiff Jane Doe, by and through Jane Doe's mother, as parent and natural guardian of Jane Doe, brings this complaint against Jeffrey Epstein, Haley Robeson, and Sarah Kalin, and states as follow: parties, jurisdiction, and venue. Jane Doe is a citizen of the United States, citizen and resident of the United States. She's a minor under the age of 15. Jane Doe's mother brings this action by and through her mother, who is a parent and natural guardian of Jane Doe. This complaint is brought under fictitious names to protect the identity of the minor plaintiff, because this complaint makes sensitive allegations of sexual assault and abuse upon a minor, and defendant Jeffrey Epstein is a citizen and resident of the state of New York. Defendant Haley Robeson, is a citizen and resident of Palm Beach County, Florida. Defendant Sarah Kalin is a citizen and resident of the state of New York. This is an action for damages in excess of $15,000, exclusive of interest and costs. Venue is proper in this court under section 47.011 Florida statutes, because the causes of action brought herein accrued, or I think it says accrued, in Palm Beach County, Florida, and one or more defendants resides in Palm Beach County, Florida. Factual allegations. Let's see, I can't see what that says. Let me see if I can make this any bigger. Sorry, pretty good size, but oh, shoot. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, I see what it did. Stupid. Okay. Well, it says factual allegations. At all relevant times, defendant Jeffrey Epstein was an adult male. Epstein is a financier, money manager with a secret clientele limited exclusively to billionaires. He's a man of tremendous wealth and power and influence. He maintains his principal home in New York and also owns residences in New Mexico, St. Thomas, and Palm Beach, Florida. The allegations herein concern Epstein's conduct while at his lavish estate in Palm Beach. Upon information and belief, Epstein has a sexual preference and obsession for minor girls. He engaged in a plan, scheme, and or enterprise in which he gained access to primarily economic disadvantaged minor girls in his home, sexually assaulted these girls, or coerced or attempted to coerce them to engage in prostitution and then gave them money. In or about 2005, Jane Doe, then 24 or 34 years old, I can't see. No, 14 years old. Sorry, 14 years old. Fell into Epstein's trap and became one of his victims. Upon information and belief, Jeffrey Epstein carried out this scheme enterprise and assaulted girls in Florida, New York, and hold on, where is it? And on his private island known as Little St. James in St. Thomas. An integral player in Epstein's Florida scheme enterprise was Sarah Kellen, an assistant of Epstein's from New York, New York, and Haley Robeson, a Palm Beach County Community College student from Loxahatchee, I think that's what that says, Florida. I've seen it before. They recruited girls ostensibly to give a wealthy man a massage for money, monetary compensation in his Palm Beach mansion. Under Epstein's plan enterprise, Miss Robeson was contacted shortly before or soon after Epstein was at his Palm Beach residence. Epstein, Kellen, and hold on, or someone on their behalf directed Miss Robeson to bring one or more underage girls to the residence. Miss Robeson, upon information and belief, generally sought out economically disadvantaged underage girls from Loxahatchee and surrounding areas who were enticed by the money being offered, generally $200 to $300 per massage session, and who were perceived as less likely to complain to authorities or have credibility if allegations of improper conduct were made. This was an important element of Epstein's plan or enterprise. Epstein's plan, scheme, and or enterprise reflected a particular pattern and method. Upon arrival at Epstein's mansion, Miss Robeson would introduce each victim to Sarah Kalin, Epstein's assistant, who gathered the girl's personal information, including her name and telephone number. Miss Kalin would then bring the girl up a flight of stairs, the pink stairs. If you watched into the videos, the tour of Jeffrey Epstein's home, just so you know, to a bedroom that contained a massage table in addition to other furnishings. There were photographs of nude women lining the stairway hall and in the bedroom. Miss Kellen would then leave the girl alone in this room, whereupon Epstein would enter wearing only a towel. He would then remove his towel, lay down naked on the massage table, and direct the girl to remove her clothes. He then would perform one or more lewd, lascivious, and sexual acts, including masturbation, touching the girl's vagina with the vibrator, or digitally penetrating the girl's vagina, and coerce or attempt to coerce the girl to engage in lewd acts and or prostitution. Consistent with the foregoing plan, scheme, and or enterprise, Miss Robeson recruited Jane Doe to give Epstein a massage for monetary compensation. Miss Robeson brought Jane Doe to Epstein's mansion in Palm Beach. Jane was introduced to Sarah Kalin, who led her up the flight of stairs to the room with the massage table. Miss Kellen set up the massage table and laid out massage oils and told Jane Doe that Epstein would be in shortly, and then left the room. Jane Doe was alone in the room when Epstein arrived. Epstein told her to remove her clothes and Epstein told her to remove her clothes and something the room, or left the room, I don't know. When Epstein returned, he was wearing only a towel. He removed his towel and laid down on his stomach on the massage table. Epstein again told Jane Doe to remove her clothes. In shock, fear, and trepidation, Jane Doe complied, removing her clothes except for her panties and bra. Shortly after starting to rub Epstein's back, Epstein told Jane Doe to sit on his back. Jane Doe, out of fear, trepidation, complied. After a period of time, Epstein got up from the table and went behind the door. For several minutes, Jane Doe heard loud noises and moans and believed that Epstein was masturbating. Okay, therefore, thereafter, sorry. Epstein, naked, returned to the massage table and laid face up on the table. Epstein then told Jane Doe to continue with the massage and told her to sit on top of him. Out of fear and trepidation, she complied. As Jane Doe rubbed Epstein's chest, Epstein began to use a vibrator on Jane Doe's vagina. Thereafter, Epstein began to digitally stimulate and attempt to penetrate Jane Doe's vagina. At this same time, Epstein was masturbating. Upon reaching orgasm, Epstein got up from the massage table and told Jane Doe to write down her name and phone number and then left the room. Jane Doe was then able to get dressed, leave the room, and go back down the stairs and into the kitchen. Epstein, Robeson, and Kellen were waiting for Jane Doe. Epstein paid Jane Doe $300. Miss Robeson was paid $200 by Epstein for bringing Jane to him. Miss Robeson brought Jane Doe home. As a result of this encounter with Epstein, the 14-year-old Jane Doe experienced confusion, shame, humiliation, embarrassment, and the assault sent her life into a downward spiral. So I'll stop right here and then we'll read the counts. It's pretty standard. It's the same stuff over and over again. But anyway, let me go ahead and stop this. I'll get the rest of it recorded, hopefully today. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye.